How to get a job in the fast food industry. In today's economy, jobs are harder to come by. People ranging in age from high schoolers to adults with families are finding employment at fast food establishments. 1. Understanding what is expected when you apply for a job can help ensure your success rate. Approaching the application process. Decide where to apply. There are many different kinds of fast food establishments. Some serve burgers, others chicken or burritos. Think about your skills. Do you have experience cooking hamburgers and running a deep fryer? Can you roll a burrito by hand? These things will be helpful when you decide where to apply. Become familiar with the companies where you are applying. 2. Many fast food chains are similar, but some have very specific mission statements and expectations. Know which chains use fresh, locally grown food, which ones are religious affiliated, which ones are open 24 hours, and which ones promote from within. Make sure you will feel comfortable working for the company. Know the basic requirements. This includes age. Do you have to be 16, or can you get a job at 15 with permission? Do you have to have a high school diploma? Do you need experience to land a job? Get an application. Every company requires you to fill out an application. If you are applying for an entry-level position instead of a managerial or corporate position, you will probably not need to provide a resume. Only give a resume if it is requested by the manager or the online application guidelines. You can find the application one of two ways. Online. Almost every company provides their application on their website. The website allows you to input your zip code and/or city, then lists the available positions. If there are a lot of positions in your area, you can choose your top location choices. On-site. Visit the fast food place and ask for an application. By going in person, ask if you could talk with the manager. This may give you a higher chance of getting the job. However, some companies prefer you to apply online. If you want to talk to a manager, never go during peak times. Fill out the application. Set aside at least half an hour to fill out the application. Be truthful on the application. Greater than when applying for a job, make sure you have all of your information ready. You will need your social security number, address, and phone number. You will probably have to provide your education and work history, which may require the phone number and address of the school or employer. If you are applying by hand, make sure to write neatly. To apply online, you need to have an email address so you can create a profile and receive notifications. You can obtain a free email address at sites such as gmail.com and yahoo.com. When applying for a job, make sure you have all of your information ready. You will need your social security number, address, and phone number. You will probably have to provide your education and work history, which may require the phone number and address of the school or employer. If you are applying by hand, make sure to write neatly. To apply online, you need to have an email address so you can create a profile and receive notifications. You can obtain a free email address at sites such as gmail.com and yahoo.com. Get references. Most jobs require at least one reference. This can be either someone who knows you and can vouch for your character, or a previous employer or colleague who can attest to your work ethics. It is good practice to have at least one personal and one work reference. You may want to have multiple of both. Just make sure the reference is okay with your providing their information. Also make sure the reference will say positive things about you. List your skills. Every job application that you fill out will ask for relevant skills or work-related experience. Before you go to apply, think about what you can bring to the restaurant. These skills range from experience in other fast food or food-related service, cashier experience, and customer service experience. Make the most of your experiences, especially if you've never had a job or worked in fast food. You need to demonstrate that you have leadership and teamwork experience, as well as the ability to work under pressure in high-stress situations. Think about things you've done in school or other jobs that reflect these qualities. 3. Sample real-world situations you can use when listing skills are: participation in team sports, leadership roles in school, church, or community organizations, activities that required you to handle money, jobs where you had to run a cash register, jobs where you had to deal with the public on a regular basis, situations where you had to multitask, and involvement in high-stress situations. Think about instances where you had to work as part of a team, because being part of a fast food crew is about teamwork. Another qualification is the ability to multitask, so emphasize your experience with multitasking. 4. Be honest when you describe what you are capable of. If you say you can work a grill but have never worked one, it won't take long before they realize you have lied, which can result in termination. Follow up. Depending on the company, the amount of applicants, and the need, it may take a few days to a couple of weeks to get a call for an interview. Wait at least a week before following up. You don't want to annoy the hiring manager. Either call or drop by during non-peak hours to speak about your application. Don't give up. If the company decides not to hire you, keep trying. They may not have any openings at the time or are looking for someone who has fast food service experience.